Oh, it's the bearded movie guy. Yeah, I know. It's weird. Hi, how you doing? Bearded movie guy. Haven't been here for a while, as you could probably tell. So, how's everyone doing? I I haven't made a video for quite a while, and I'll give you the quick super update. A bunch of years back, I guess in 2019, I went back to school. I went back to school to be a youth pastor. I ended up having 12 courses left to take and did them over 3 years. And God called me back to school to do that. And because of that, I was doing like a 40-hour work week and going to school and being a family man and doing all the stuff in my church and trying to like stuff. I just stopped watching movies and stopped making videos. Now, I'd stopped kind of making videos a bit before that on the main because I got busy and tired. And I realized I was never going to be the YouTube star that I was hoping for. Everyone has those dreams when they start out of, I'm gonna be Jeremy Johns. I'm gonna have a channel which I get to just watch movies and make money and pay. And the funny thing is, like, that's not my dream anymore. I actually wouldn't want to do that as a living, like unless they're gonna pay me an obscene amount of money. But for the most part, I wouldn't want to have to go review movies for a living anymore. I love movies still, but I don't get to watch them nearly what I used to. And lately, I'll be honest, there's not that much out there that's amazing that I really want to review. There's a lot of movies that if I had to go actually review them for money, it would be kind of annoying. So, but yeah, so I went back to school, and then in that time, God told me to move to different place, and I ended up in a place called Glace Bay. And Glace Bay is on the edge of Canada, literally on the edge of Canada. It's a small town in a province called Nova Scotia, and it's on an island that's in the province, like attached to the province, called Cape Breton, and it's right on the edge. So like I live 8 minutes from the ocean, which is nice, but also kind of terrifying when there's hurricanes, which we had one in September called Fiona, and it's not fun. That was a long night. Anyway, so yeah, I thought I would just give an update on what I've been and where I've gone and why I haven't been making videos like I used to once upon a time. I miss my film buddies. I have a bunch of film buddies. There's a bunch of guys that Brian Lomax and CP and Graham and Lee, and there's all these guys that I used to hang out with on the regular that I don't get to talk to all that much. I still watch some of their videos, and if you're watching this, guys, I love you and I miss you, and I'd love to reconnect with you in a lot of ways. If you want to get together and watch a movie together or like a live stream together or whatever like that, I would love to carve out some time for that. But I don't get to watch movies like I used to. Once upon a time, I watched a ton of movies every year. My max being 767, but now it's if I hit 200, that's amazing. I'm just too busy. And so what I do now, I moved to Glace Bay, and I work at this church and youth center, a church called Lighthouse Youth Center called Undercurrent, and work with youth. There's a lot of poverty and like a high amount of poverty in Glace Bay and the surrounding area. And I work at a youth center. I'm a youth mentorship coordinator. I help teach kids about God, but I also help teach kids learn how to play pool. I've played a lot of pool lately. I even got my own stick. My cue. My wife gave it to me for Christmas. Here you go. It's a box. It's like, oh, look. Oh. So, yeah, I play pool a lot. And because we have a pool table. It's cool at the youth center. If I can I'll show you where I am. If I can put it in, if I figured out editing on, I used to edit a lot, but I haven't edited anymore. So here's where I live. This is the map. If you're just looking at my face, I suck at editing. And then this is the place where I work, and you'll see it's got like rock wall and skateboarding, scootering, basketball, and it's got a pool table, an air hockey table, ping pong. It's got about to have a foosball table. That'd be nice. I suck at foosball, but But yeah, I work here and I work with kids, a lot of which don't get a lot of positive adult role model stuff, and so that's part of what I do. And if you're looking around your house and there's stacks of cash sitting there, and you'd like to help support that, because I actually don't, I have to raise part of my own salary. Um, I'm definitely not going to get rich doing this, but this is where God wants me, and I'm quite happy. Saying that, I don't get to watch movies as much as I used to, and there's no one here that's a cinephile. I don't have anyone that I've found so far that's like super passionate about movies. I have a couple friends. I have a young guy named Kaiser who's about turned to 19, who it's cool. I'm getting to introduce him to a bunch of movies that he's never heard of or never seen and never knew existed. His name's Kaiser. He doesn't know who Kaiser Soze is yet. I'm gonna teach him that one. But there's no one here that's like a cinephile that wants to go watch movies all the time and stuff. And my family only wants to watch movies some of the time. So a lot of the time I'll watch them with them, or I'll end up watching them by myself. A lot of time watching them by myself, but I don't get to watch nearly as much as I used to because I'm pretty busy doing stuff for the center. So yeah, but I love movies still. I love them, and I love collecting them. I don't collect them as much as I used to because I don't have the money. I'm poor now, but it's a great thing. So I thought, well, I'm here. So give you an update on what I'm doing with my life, which I just did. So here's my movies from last year. So I'm gonna give you my top 5 movies from last year. I only saw like 20 movies from last year. I think 22. Most of them were very unmemorable, I'll be honest. I've given up on most of the Marvel stuff. It's just boring. I could care less, and which is sad. But so here are my top 5 movies from last year. My top number 5, and now I'm trying to remember. Oh, is Violent Night. Violent Night was a good time in cinemas. It's like Die Hard and Home Alone and Santa Claus and David Arbor being awesome. I tried to do my hair like him, it didn't work. Yeah. So Violent Night, good time. Number 4, Bullet Train, another good time. Funny, Brad Pitt, all those guys in that movie, the whole cast. Pretty awesome. Saw it twice in theaters. Really enjoyable. Thought it was pretty awesome. So yeah, Bullet Train. Number 3, The Batman. Really, I enjoyed it. There's things I did not like about it, but that was more my taste about Batman. Like I didn't like the Joker. I didn't like the Riddler. It's just not my Riddler. My Riddler doesn't go around killing people and being psycho. He's a guy that wants money and is trying to outwit Batman. But I also get that like every take of Batman is a different take of Batman, and like so I accept the movie for what it is. It's a really good movie. I saw it twice in theaters and then just watched it recently. That soundtrack is really good, especially the use of the Nirvana song is great. I don't know. That's what actually made me watch it again. I was like, oh, I gotta feel. Oh, let's listen to that and watch that. But Batman is good. I had a 20-year-old kid try to convince me that it's far superior to The Dark Knight. Not even close. But it is a good time. And then number 2, movie I thought I'd never exist even, Maverick, Top Gun. This movie is awesome. It hits all the right nostalgia notes, but doesn't do too much. Gives you enough new stuff, and is just freaking entertaining. I saw it with my boy Zach back in Ontario, and then he took me to see it. Actually, it was his like kind of one of his final gifts to me before we left. And it was so awesome that I was like, I gotta take my family to see it. And they were like Zion, my youngest, was like, I don't know. And I was like, you have to see the movie in the theater. It's so good. And the whole family loved it. It's great. It is so entertaining. Tom Cruise is crazy, but it's awesome. And number one movie is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Oh, that movie hits on every level. And if it doesn't win all the Oscars, it's stupid. I hate the Oscars. They're stupid. But don't be stupid. Give the movie everything. Should give Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Actress. Best Picture, Best Director should get everything. But I hate the Oscars because they're stupid. They mess up all the time. So who knows? But that film hits on every level. Um, so there hasn't been a ton like this year. I've only seen two films from this year. I saw a movie called Sharper, which is on Apple TV. I got Apple TV solely for Ted Lasso, which is an amazing series. Watch that if you can. And then Sharper was good. It was Julianne Moore and Sebastian Stan and stuff. It was a good kind of con movie. And then I watched Cocaine Bear with my family just because we wanted to go out to see a movie in the theater, and that was the only thing worth seeing. And I'll watch all the bear parts again on YouTube, but I have no interest in watching the movie again. It's boring for the most part, and I just was waiting for the bear to eat everybody. And so, yeah, that's some film stuff. How have you been doing? Let me know. I miss all my film friends. I miss being in the film community, but God called me here, so that's what I'm doing. But I still watch movies. If you want to connect with me, if you'd love to do a live stream or watch a movie online and stream it on your channel, that's awesome. I'd be thrilled to do that. And let me know. And if you got money sitting around, you can support me. You can support the youth. We're in a pretty bad area. They could use a lot of help. If you got money sitting there, and we give you a nice fat tax receipt for it. But that's it. So, stay bearded and YouTube safely. And God bless and all that fun stuff. And let me know what you thought the best movie of last year was. But it's Everything Everywhere All at Once, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Stay classy.